It's another ARTventure. It's like an adventure, but with art. Daddy said we had to start calling it ARTventure, and we need to make a playlist because we keep doing it where we go places and we're inspired by the places that we go. He's not wrong. So last week was you guys' spring break, and gas prices are high and our funds are quite low, but we do have annual passes for the Aquarium of the Pacific because Sam got it for Christmas, and our passes that we bought back in 2019 before the pandemic for Knott's Berry Farm are still good for another 2 weeks. So we decided that we were gonna spend all our money on gasoline, but go to the aquarium and then go to Knott's Berry Farm, have one last hurrah, use the food that we already paid for. So we were on our way to the aquarium. Turns out that we were a couple of days before the Long Beach Grand Prix, and so a bunch of streets were closed. We ended up parking in a weird spot and having to walk over, but it was kind of interesting to see all of the setup for the Grand Prix, the barricades and all of the advertising, and it's sort of one of the things I used to do for a living before events kind of stopped happening, was set up for these giant events. So this is sort of like nostalgic. Finally made it to the aquarium. These crabs are massive. They're like, how big would you say? Like a puppy. Like a large puppy or a small dog.
Yeah.
And then the seals are huge. Those things are bigger than you guys. They were swimming by and they're just bigger than you guys. Last time we went to the aquarium, we looked at them from the top of this tank because there's an exterior section where they do like a show. And then there's this indoor part where you can see them up close, and boy, they're huge. Coral and anemones are so pretty. I love coral reefs, just all the colors and everything, so pretty. Oh, here's the Nom Nom Crab. We called him the Nom Nom Crab because he was just grabbing whatever it was on that rock that he was into and just shoving it in his mouth as fast as he could manage. We decided he was our buddy because, hungry, we can relate. This guy was up there at the top of the tank, kind of hanging down, looking at everybody, which to me was pretty funny.
He has wiggly tentacles.
He sure does.
Here's the Puffins. The Puffins today looked a little off.
They're a little different, yeah. I've never seen a puffin on a ladder before.
It's the human exhibit.
I don't know, the sign said puffins. There's so many different kinds of jellyfish there. There were teeny tiny ones and giant ones and these weird spaghetti ones. And then this tank, they actually have a live cam on.
The Aquarium of the Pacific live cam.
Yeah, if you want to watch them blooping around for hours, then you can. These were Ty's favorites.
These are the Warty comb jellies. They've got these weird blobby ghost shapes and they light up in the rainbow and funky patterns and they're just cool.
They're pretty amazing.
Yeah.
So we're in Long Beach and we're getting redirected. We didn't have the direct route to the aquarium that we usually do because of the Grand Prix blocking a bunch of roads. And so we're driving through Long Beach and I'm sitting in the car and I think to myself, oh my gosh, there's some really nice murals in Long Beach. And then suddenly remembered that Ten Hun, one of our absolute favorite YouTubers, painted a mural in Long Beach 3 years ago. When I first started watching him a couple of years ago, I was like, oh man, the second that we're actually going places, we're going to Long Beach and we're going to go check this thing out. And then we didn't go anywhere for 2 years because of the pandemic. So yeah, we Googled it. Super easy to find, easy to access, just right off the street. And it's still in such good shape, even though it's 3 years old. Just all the amazing colors, all the amazing characters. I just love it so much. And I love how excited you guys were. I mean, Tyler, when you're excited, you just giggle constantly. You were giggling so much. There you go. You're gonna giggle. There it is. Excited Tyler. Sam found the signature. Ten Hun.
2018.
1000 has a really unique style and he always uses these super vibrant colors and I love him because I love unique. So yeah, getting to see it in person was really fun.
I just really like character design, like in general, and his character designs are always so fun. And look at this guy. He's in like 5 different animal hoodies.
Yeah. He always adds so much detail.
It's really cool.
I especially love this mural because Chelsea helped paint it. And I love Chelsea. Chelsea is Ten Hun's wife.
Chelsea's really fun.
Yeah, she is. We're big fans of family art projects around here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then we made it to Knott's Berry Farm and we rode the family favorite ride. So this is Calico River Rapids, and Daddy took footage and he did a very nice job until he got totally soaked. I love the part where you're laughing because he got soaked. You just immediately started busting up. That was hilarious. So it was insanely hot. It was 100 degrees at Knott's. We mainly went so that we could eat the food we'd already paid for and just hang out and chill. And we said, what ride do you guys want to go on next? And you both were like, let's sit and draw. So we went to Camp Snoopy and we hung out and drew. And we admired their Easter decorations. They've got these really cool mushrooms and some slightly cursed bunnies. And a good time was had by all. And then we decided that we were going to make an artwork that was based on all of our weird miscellaneous adventures. And this time, for the first time, we're doing it all on one canvas. This is also sort of an homage to 1000 because he did the YouTube collaboration. So we are each drawing a thing and then passing it along and then adding to it and then passing it and then adding to it. So we each picked things that we thought were fun from the day. So what are you drawing, Ty?
Right here, I'm drawing this guy who's on this bike piano.
Mm-hmm.
And he was just riding along playing music, and then there was this kid with a pop gun that started shooting at him, and he started playing classic chase music, deflecting with his hat.
The kid chased him clear around that square, and he was just playing chase music the whole time, and then finally the kid got close enough to pop him.
And then he dramatically fell onto the piano and played the death.
Yeah, he played some death music. He was adorable and just going that extra mile for the wholesome goodness.
Yeah.
Not a spider. Okay. So what is it? What is that?
That was a lobster.
What is he doing?
At the aquarium, Tyler was like, you see the lobster looking out the cave? And then I looked over and immediately saw a lobster looking out of like a dark cave, and it was kind of spooky.
Yeah, he was hiding under a rock, just staring at us.
Yeah.
So he's saying, I see you. You did such a good job on those rocks. You said rocks are easy, but they're not exactly easy. A lot of people don't draw very rocky shapes when they draw rocks, and you got very good rocky shapes and fun texture. I'm very impressed.
For this one, I did shading with a spray paint brush. There's multiple.
So you had some texture.
Yeah, and 10 used spray paint for the mural.
You're right, he did. And we're doing his style, right?
Yeah.
Well, kind of his style. We're doing his colors. We stole Tenhun's color scheme so we could be inspired by his color scheme. And we do the drop shadows. He did the really strong drop shadows on the gray wall for that mural. We're doing drop shadows on this. We wanted to do sort of an homage to Tenhun. So there's little bits of Tenhun details in the drawings. This here is a puffin, but not just any puffin. He's a race car driver puffin. So this is in honor of the puffins on the ladders and the Long Beach Grand Prix. So I put him in a race car suit. The purple gloves looked like they were doctor's gloves to me. I ended up having to change the colors because I loved the purple, but the gloves just totally screamed that latex glove situation.
And then I drew the line at Knott's Berry Farm.
Yeah, we only rode the one ride, but the line was very long. So you drew us standing in the line for an hour, sweaty and sad. I love how every single one of these faces turned out. It is such a snapshot of time and such good use of the colors.
I can do good expressions, but I couldn't figure out for the life of me how to do my mouth. As you can see me like
I love that part.
It like 5, like
no, it was like 10 times.
10 different times.
I don't think I've ever seen you redo a mouth that many times. It was really funny. And every single one of them I thought was great. I love how your sweat drops, when you changed the color to blue, they ended up looking like little blue hearts. They're little blue heart sweat drops everywhere.
These are the light up jellies that I liked.
Gotta represent the Warty comb.
Yep. So I just did some rocks for them to go out of and the little blobby ghost shapes.
You match Sam's rocks.
Yep.
So they jive and translucent jellies. Delightful. Those are really nice shadows. This is me, and I'm drawing the Nom Nom Crab, chowing down on whatever it is he found on the rock. Crabs are fun to draw. Should we name him? Should we name the Nom Nom Crab? Or just call him Nom Nom Crab?
Mr. Nom Nom.
Mr. Nom Nom. Sir Nom Nom. Senor Nom Nom.
Sir Nom Nom the second.
Manom. Why the second?
I don't know.
Okay. Anyway, he's a beautiful pink boy.
It did more like pinks and purples because there was a lot of orange.
Nom Nom. And then I drew some leaves to add some green because we didn't have very much green and we needed a splash of green down there. So the primary reason for the leaves was green. And I did them sort of in 10 Hun style.
I'm joining octopus.
You like to spin I don't know how you spin it constantly and you always know where you are. How do you not get lost? You just spin and spin and spin. I think it turned out so good. Then we put it all together and what do you get? It's amazing. This is one of my favorite things that we've ever done, I think. I just love how all the different pieces came together and how colorful it is. It's so good and it represents such a strange day. Never ever would we have drawn anything like it without having had that day, which I think is the best thing about an art venture.